Oh god, I guess we're back here again. Again with Purrfect Date. I am in class at my university. By the way, we've literally just gone to sleep, which is exactly why this is popping up. The tutor is late and we're all sitting around waiting. I turn to my friend who sits behind me to make a joke about the tutor's car breaking down, but my friend isn't there. Instead, there is a giant cat. That seems like a bit quite an oddly specific. What the fuck? It looks like an elder. It bares its teeth at me and lets out a menacing low growl, just as I'm about to scream the tutor arrives, but it's Professor Pauper. You look like you've seen a ghost, Barry Rack. I'm trying to answer back to tell him to look behind me, but the words don't come out. I'm rigid with fear. Can't move, can't speak, can't scream. Anyone else is acting like things are normal. Can't they see it? I'll force myself to turn again at the terrifying cat, but it's not there. There's just an ordinary domestic cat, and everyone is laughing at me. Now I see everyone from the island, and the marigolds, Joe, Bob, Zane, Pauper, all pointing and laughing. I jump out of my seat to leave, and I'm in bed in my tent, sat bolt upright. I shouldn't have eaten so much cheese before bedtime. I don't remember eating cheese. When did that happen? Okay. I did realise that there is chapters in the actual, main menu. But I believe that the best thing to do is probably to fill up all of these bars and then go on to the next chapter afterwards. I assume that you have to just sort of, romance all the way through and then do the last research to get into the next chapter. I'm not sure. We're going to go for that because that's, what I can roughly guesstimate. And I guess we're going with Snooty Booty because McMurphy is not very happy with us since we chose her instead. So this is just going to be like a whole basic playthrough of talking to her. Great. She's a bit of a twat. Accidentally picked her. Didn't realise that I don't really like her that much. Hey, Snoots, fancy seeing you here. Yes, now to the next thing. There we go. Really? But this is my spot, human. I'm often to be found here. I let it go because I'm so excited about what I brought. Pick a hand. Why have I brought a deck of cards? I hold out my fist in front of... Oh, no, okay. I haven't. I've got literally probably food in one of the arms. Oh, a game! How merry. She stretches out a paw into the direction of my left hand. Ta-da! I open it to reveal a piece of cortisone that I cut up in the lab. Oh, what a lovely rock you have there. It's cortisone. I thought you could work well as a nail file. What a clever thing you are. It's not even the best bit. Look! I open the other fist to reveal my fantastic find. It's just a fish. Oh my, what is that thing? It's a nail polish. Oh, it's nail polish. I found it in the lab. There is literally no other women on this lab. Why is there a bottle of nail polish just sort of like... Oh no, I don't want to know what that guy does in his spare time. Okay, cut that bit. Cut that out. I have no idea who it could belong to, and honestly, I don't like to think too much about it. Good idea, Barry. Good idea. But I figured I could borrow it for one shot out without anybody missing it, and it looks like just your colour. Is it pink? You squint at the bottom of the bottle. It's called Desire. Oh no. I raise my eyebrows at the Sphinx. Oh, nail polish, you say? Shimmy human. She suddenly seems to be more interested. I thought you could try giving you a salon-style manicure, benefiting a lady. Most sweet of you. Now, shall we sort the snacks and drinks first? Oh, well, I came straight from work, so I didn't really... Oh, never mind. It won't take you more than a moment to fetch a coconut, and then we shall begin. I can't believe I'm actually doing her bidding. You have to hand it to her. That air of... okay, she sent me to do stuff. That's probably what it said. I back quietly out of breath. Within minutes, we settle into our session. Tell me if this feels a little uncomfortable, Snoots. I've never done this before, so guidance would be most helpful. It's surprisingly satisfying. I can see why other cats might engage in the process of scratching at trees and rocks. I've always thought they were hunting for termites. They're like little scavengers. Ha 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 ha. It really, really annoys me that the photo... It's like Tinder profile picture versus real life. Next foot. Oh yeah, I forgot. You have finished her hind legs, and I'm on the final front paw. This stone works really well. Did I tell you how I cut it in the lab? I don't believe you did. So how does this nail polish work? Is it like paint? I ignore her rudeness. Exactly. Paint it on and wait for it to dry. I've never painted someone's nails before, so this will be a new experience for both of us. Probably an experience that's going to absolutely ruin everything. It's going to open the bottle and make my first stroke. Try to keep as still as possible. I think you'll find that I'm statuesque in my stillness. Your hand, less so. I know, sorry, your nails are just so tiny. I'm trying to cut within the lines. What lines? Never mind, it's a human thing, I guess. I'm not sure why I care for the smell of this nail polish. Really? I quite like it. It reminds me of pear drops. Of what? Oh, sorry. Another human thing. I don't know what pear drops are. I can't really... I know what nail varnish smells like, so... it smells like... No, I was going to say petrol. It stinks. Well, look, though. Your paws are fantastic. Wow! That cat has webbed feet. That's a bit strange. Then again, to be fair, if they didn't add that little bit in between, that would be like disgusting fingers. Okay, I agree with the style choice on this. The long sleek talons are glinting shining red in the sunlight. Oh my, I am spectacular. She extends her claws momentarily and presses them into my arm. Not enough to puncture the skin, but if I tried to move it would hurt. For the first time, I appreciate what lethal weapons they could be. I must keep that in mind. Well, yeah, don't forget, it's still a fucking cat. So come on, then. I take out my catalogue. Come on, what? Pose for the camera? Oh, goodness, I haven't realised this was going to be a photogenic session also. How exciting. Yes, well, I'm going to have to remove that varnish before I go, so I thought it would be nice for you to have a photo. Remove it? Aww. The Sphinx cat looks appalled. Whatever for? Oh, Snoots, I'm sorry, didn't I say? I can't leave it on you permanently. It would impede the natural reaction of your claws. Oh, then I shall leave them extended. You can't do that. Her expression darkens. I beg your pardon? I thought for a moment I heard you tell me what I can't do. Surely I was mistaken. Let's compromise. No, Snoots, you heard me perfectly well. I must insist that you allow me to remove it. Insist? Her forehead wrinkles with a raised eyebrow. I need to tread carefully here. Ask your permission. May I remove the varnish now? But it simply does not make sense. Why do it all in the first place? I know how much you enjoy things like this, pampering. I thought it would be a fun thing for us to share. You had fun, didn't you? Well, yes, but I certainly wouldn't have had I known you were going to simply taunt me. I wasn't doing it to taunt you, Boots. She seems genuinely upset. I'm sorry. Well, you fucked that one up, didn't you, great old Romeo? There's an awkward little standoff, her eyeing the rubbing alcohol, me eyeing her claws. I rack my brains to think of a way to compromise with her. Perhaps if I tried appealing to her sense of style. I wonder if you'd like to try something. I don't know why I didn't do it in the first place. Actually, I'm so forgetful sometimes. You're withering. Well, just before I came to the island, there was a craze sweeping the fashion world. I can tell I've got her attention. I read all about it in a Bon Voyant magazine. Go on. It's a French thing, apparently. Snooty Booty cocks her head to the side. It's called, the Pinky Flick. Fléchée Rose. I don't know. She's going for it. I feel encouraged. I'm thinking on my feet. All the celebrities are doing it. Doing what? Having their pinky tail naked while all the others in love. Natural. Just one now? She looks intrigued. Yes, it really does look so striking and a la mode. Show me. Bullseye. I go to take Snooty's paw in mine, but she snatches it away. No, show me. I pause, uncertain of what she means. Then the penny drops. She wants me to paint my own pinky now with desire. Oh, gladly. I suppose I should have expected Snooty Booty to attempt to groom me at some point. Here goes. I swipe from the bright red polish on my left pinky. What do you think? Looks a la mode, right? I hold my pinky finger to the corner of my mouth coyly. Is coyly? Well, I suppose it does look rather fetching. I'll make a deal with you, human. I will wear my nails a la mode if you promise to keep your painting for the rest of your stay here. It's a deal. I doubt that such a tiny amount of varnish will cause her too much harm. It will come off naturally quite soon anyway. Mine, on the other hand, is going to be more permanent. I can't wait to explain this to Professor Pauper. Yeah, how do you go about saying that? I mean, you can't just be like, the cat made me do it. I mean, you'd be like, oh, it's just what I do, mate. I just didn't realise that we had any until today. Right, let's do all the romance today, I'm guessing, and then probably the last research, and then that'll hopefully take us into chapter 2. Although I don't know if the chapters are dictated by who you romance. Not sure. We will wait and see. For now, let's do another Snooty. Oh god, we're sleeping. No, we're fine. Okay, we're awake. Be a dear, would you? Snooty Booty is in the habit of now holding out a limp, manicured paw for me to massage. I resignedly oblige. Oh, do you know, that reminds me. I have something for you. Something for me? Oh, look at you with your mouth agape. Do close it. You'll embarrass us both. I'm sorry, I just didn't expect you to ever think of me when I'm not with you. Ha! You do make me laugh, human. Oh my, you serious? Well, I'll have you know, I think of you a great deal. You're my most faithful subject, don't you know? Now, if you want a gift, carry me further down the beach and I'll show you where I hid it. Wait, hold up. Why do I have to carry you now? Even, whatever, I'm not going to complain. You walk there and hit the fucking thing, but no, apparently I have to pick you up. Cradling the hairless cat like a baby, I stroll barefoot along the beach. Snooty Booty directs me with a wave of her paw every now and then. After a while, she loudly commands that I stop and put her down. Here. Snooty says with a regular level of enthusiasm, pointing at a perfectly filed claw at the mound of sand. I buried it. I suppose you're going to dig it up then, Boots. Ha, you always know what to do. To make me laugh, human, it's quite a talent, I tell you. With a sigh, I start digging. Thankfully, she didn't bury it very deep. And after a few seconds, I find a small object wrapped in a silk scarf. We wouldn't want sand getting into it now, would we, dear? Snooty Booty says with a smile. I carefully open the flimsy silk bundle and turn the contents over in my hands. It's a little black tub with plain label stuck to it that reads Skin Cream PiO3. Do you love it? What is it? Oh dear, can you not read? Yeah, it says skin cream, but I don't exactly know what that entails. Oh, you see, one massages skin cream into one's skin. Yes, I understand that, Boots, but whose is it? Where did you find it? Well, it's yours now, human. I roll my eyes and further inspect the tub. It's very small and plain, with no cosmetic logo or name to be found. I pop open the plastic lid and sure enough, it's full of to the brim with goop. I scoop some out with my index finger and smell it. It smells disgusting, like bin juice or something. Boots, I can't put this on my skin. I'll attract all sorts of bugs in wildlife. Oh, come on now. We must suffer for our beauty, mustn't we? What is this stuff anyway? Where did you get it from? All I ask is that you try some on your skin and tell me you don't see instant results. Oh, Snooty, have you been using this stuff? Of course. Without knowing where it's come from? I know exactly where it comes from. Well then, would you please let me know? Oh, calm down, human. You'll give yourself more wrinkles. Let us take a moment to ponder how my generosity in giving you a thoughtful gift has developed into you interrogating me in such a brutism manner. I take a deep breath. I just did. Snooty Booty, I do apologise and thank you sincerely. Of course I am touched by your generosity and consideration. However, I am quite concerned for your welfare. Do you take this thing from the lab? Oh, no, not at all. Thank goodness. I'm looking from the stockpile behind the lab where the fire pits are. You mean the incinerators? Snooty, did you take this from the toxic waste bins? I have no idea what they're called, but they routinely give the fourth most incredible produce. Waste is indeed a fitting word. You'll think you'll find toxic is the objective word in the title, Snoots. The contents of those bins are meant to be burned. But why are they burning skin cream? I further scrutinise the tub and conclude that it's really some kind of beauty product. This makes no sense. Actually, Princess, this is a fantastic present, and I'm going to take it right now for further examination. Thank you so much for this. Well, finally, a little gratitude. I'm very grateful. Well, you can report back to me with how splendid you look after a few applications. Oh, I will. One thing, though, Snooty, just to be clear. Have you been using this? But of course, I wouldn't recommend something without trying it myself first, and no problems. As you can see, human, my skin is smooth and clear as porcelain. Yeah, so why incinerate it? Speak up, human, you're mumbling. Nothing, Snooty, I just needed your word that you will not use any more products that you find in the lab again, okay? Oh, I see your game, human. You want me to be the fairest of them all, eh? No, that's not it. Very well, human, I shall go au naturel for a while. And you will see how without even a touch of skin cream, I'm still as radiant as a star. Okay, Snooty, challenge accepted? Indeed. So that's good. That's pretty good. I'm assuming that goes, like, towards the cure a bit then. Ah, I've got another recon. Ah ha 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 ha. That's pretty sweet. So that's one recon that we can do before. Right. Righty-ho. So, can we do... Alright, we'll do the last romance, and then we'll go and finish this up, and then the next thing we'll do is start... Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that idea. It's nighttime. Ah, the delicacy moment. Oh, the delicacy. The delicacy of a moment that is sometimes only matched by the beauty of the moonlight's reflection on the sea. There we go. Snooty Booty turns her big shining silver eyes up to meet me. They look more blue and black in that. What colour? I don't know. Why is the colour completely different wherever you look? Human, I have lived a long life and only the first of 9. Don't you know? It has been much the same for as far back as my fragile memory reaches. Seeing the moon reflected on the sea would once mean that I had stayed awake too long, and that I shall see that some shade of grey reflected in the circles under my eyes the next day. However, seeing how you conduct yourself, human, with the grace of a drunken fruit fly and yet the confidence of a red-bottomed mandrill, has made me quite inspired. You do not care one bit about how you look. Oh, thanks. I suddenly try to comb my hair with my fingers as Snooty Booty turns her attention back to the moon. I have found, since meeting you, that when one cares less about one's appearance, one finds the capacity to care more about other things. Is that so, Boots? Why, hold up, she was a dick like a minute ago. What the fuck? Why is she suddenly having like a great big epiphany? Quite so, human. Indeed, I have found it to be rather freeing to bathe in salt water, something which not long ago would have caused me to turn grey with anxiety in the same vein. I feel I am owed some thanks for teaching you a thing or two about proper skincare. Snooty, your demand that I use the night cream caused me to break out in hives. But once they subsided, you were left with a very healthy glow. I sigh. GamingRack, yeah? Yes, Snooty Booty? There is a poem I half remember. The words have become irrelevant, but the sentiment is so enduring that it is almost enough to cause me to weep at the thought of it. Music is also like that, don't you find? And smell. All of the senses, in fact, what the hell? Of the palette that colours our experiences and leaves an incredible, inedible, oh my god. Yes. That's beautiful. Human, I believe you and I are both aesthetes? We're what? We share an artiste appreciation of the studio. Oh my god. Look, I could read. Not being I can read. But this is taking the piss. And again, huh? Really, do try to keep up. I can tell I'm somewhat spoiling the mood here, so I keep my mouth shut and try and look engaged. I'm stubborn on this godforsaken island for the lack of many things, but nothing has quite matched the pain of feeling alone. Not having a companion to share the more delicate sensibilities that light has to offer. An alluring scent, a vibrant hue, an Epicurean delight, all the subtle joys that are wasted on a more uncivilized cohabitants. It has been like air to my suffocation, sharing my time with you, human. Why, Snoots, thank you. I enjoy our time together too. And so, she plows on as though I'm an interruption. I feel that together, you and I might create something rather wonderful. Oh? A masterpiece. Oh, we're going to build something. We're going to build a statue. Oh, right. A masterpiece of what? Of you as a statue. Out of us, human. A union. A joining together of soul. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. A marriage of hearts and minds. Are you saying what you think you're saying? I'm saying that I'm fond of you enough to give me cause to believe that we may be able to commit to each other in the time-honored tradition of love, human. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I love you too. Well, I'm amazed. What you're saying is more than I could have hoped for. Well, it's agreed, human. You shall dote on me as my equal from now on? Absolutely. I'm 100% about the doting. Snooty will certainly keep that part of the agreement. I'm a little more suspicious about the equal part somehow. But as we sit together, admiring the huge orange moon, I feel quietly confident that she will learn with time and patience as a teacher. Well, that went rather well. Relationship goals, Snooty Booty. Perfect. So, now all we've got to do is rest and then do the final recon, and we may have something pretty cool going on. But for now, I'm going to end that here, now that we've actually managed to romance someone, finally. It's only taken 4 fucking episodes. To be fair, normally these, like, go on for ages. I don't know if this is going to completely kill me for the rest, or whether or not I'm going to be able to choose someone, like, every chapter. So we'll see how it turns out. But for now, we've chosen Snooty Booty, because let's be honest, there was not exactly anything else we could have chosen. We settled, and that's bad. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, let me know. And I may continue to keep going through and playing more, but it is completely up to you. I may end this series here if people aren't too interested. But, as I say, let me know, and I'll see you next time.